you know that way bigger rifts give you way more void seeds? I just wanted to know how big they can get. But hello to you, my fellow Dark Ones. How are you guys doing today? How's life? If you guys remember, last episode we did manage to get into draconic evolution. And in order to make the crafting injectors, what we need are some flux seeds. Last episode we were missing void seeds, so we have a small rift. A teeny tiny one. Even though this is not one of my favorite mechanics, but oh boy, I have missed that sound. And I have missed it a lot. What I have done is that I have upgraded 20 fusion crafting injectors to Wyvern tier. Well, obviously I have 10 of them on me, 10 of them are injecting stuff. I also realized draconium has a seed and I'm always short on ingots in order to craft everything, so I planted some seeds. I'm just waiting for them to grow. A bit. Also, we are going to start making some awakened draconium and make the seed for that one too. That's actually quite cheap. Even the crux is cheap. This awakened draconium is actually going to change our lives. I do have a patch for draconium, I have a patch for awakened draconium, and I thought maybe we should have more awakened draconium. Cause every time that you craft all the essences, you just get a nugget. And generally speaking, I'm not a fan of getting things nugget at a time. We just have to wait for them to spread, then we can go home and start crafting the things that we need. Now that we are getting a decent supply of awakened draconium, what is the plan? Good question. First off, we're going to super enchant a sword. Well, technically speaking, there are 3 different swords that we can enchant and all of them do the same thing. And all of them are going to have the same super enchantments. Sharpness 75. Currently, the sword that we have has sharpness 57 on it, so that's going to be a huge improvement. And then there is a hint of what we're going to do next. I'm just saying. That should be all the garbage that we need for the sword. Let's craft it. I think it's crafted in this machine. Does it work? Oh yeah, does it take time? I'm a bit impatient. Okay, almost done. We have it. With our astral perks and the gem that I have installed, this should do a crazy amount of damage, even without Vorpal. Isn't there a dummy? Yeah, much easier. How much damage do we do? Fluctuates. It does depend on my rage, but it went as high as 70. Okay, so now let us talk about the hard mode. We have to craft something called the lore of the Meatball Man, and this will activate a reversible hard mode. So apparently you craft a book, hard mode is enabled, you drink the potion, it deactivates the hard mode. What does the hard mode do? Well, it does give you a few bonuses apparently. You will get things that you cannot get in a normal manner. How hard is going to be the hard mode? I have no idea. However, in order to craft the book, we need the sentient meatball, which we have. We get it from scrap boxes. We need the arcane spa, which we can easily craft. But we also need the medal of freedom, which comes from the undead cullstone. How do you make the undead cullstone? Good question. This is the recipe. Of all the items that you see over here, crimson gem we have. Strange brownie is super easy to make. The pastas we already have. The bento box we might have, or even if not, it's easily craftable. Demonic mana stone, we have automated it a few episodes ago. The alumite fork comes from scrap boxes and we do have a decent number of them. The only thing remaining is the undying embers. And that comes from a spatial diviner, Primus. Don't know what it does, but let's see. Oh, that looks beautiful. Wish that was near my home. I'm doing 12 damage. Why? Oh, they have so much armor. So is this going to be a taste of hard mode? Now that I'm thinking, I might not like it. Screw that. We're committed. Okay, that's actually what we need. Yeah, we have some. Oh, that's Octime. That's what we want. Yes, Undying Embers. To be very honest with you, I didn't have to craft a thing. We had everything. I've even eaten the brownie in the past. Even the bento box. Let's get ourselves a sentient meatball that goes in the center, and I'll get my Necronomicon. Do you need a sacrifice? Oh, the Dark Realm. Oops, it's fine. We take all the garbage. Also, I just wanted to mention I have no idea how to reverse it because the recipe for the potion which deactivates hard mode is not visible. The problem with performing a ritual in this dimension is that you don't know what kind of stone you should use. I just went to Omotal and brought some dark Ataxium bricks. At least we do have the ritual pedestals, so I'm not picky. So does it work? Okay, it does. Undead Coldstone. Does it work here? Whoa. Oh boy. Was not expecting that thing. Hello, Sludge Lord. I'm the only lord around here. There's a chest. Oh, combat maid. I can be a maid. No, that's actually quite a decent armor. Gives you protection 20. I thought you have to craft this. Wait a minute, there's a boss. Oh boy. I don't know what should I do. Eating food is a good idea. When you're stressed. They don't seem to like each other. Wait, the leeches have no shield. So many important things. And I died. No. Duke Aircall is really productive with souls. I just arrived. We shall take it and run. Problem is I have to sort my garbage. No clue why am I wearing a garbage armor, but I believe all we need is our bow. The rest of that should be super easy, and maybe my magnet. Oh, come on, I have so much hearts. There are two things in this mod pack which don't count for anything, hearts and sweeping edge. But don't you worry, we have more graves. Why do you give me gold armor? Give me my own armor. So last time we were caught off guard. This time I have the Shield of Terra. I have my bow on me. Let's do this again. It's been maybe 15 minutes later. I'm still shooting at the bosses and nothing is happening. We're also at Y level 750 for some reason. Because they keep climbing. And every time they touch you, you get a bit of warp. So I'm pretty warpy. If one of you dies, I'll be very happy. You're the first one who's gonna fall. I don't care. You're gonna fall. Yeah. Jerk. Inventory management is still a pain. We're at Y level 1500. No clue how am I supposed to find them if I die. You have the least amount of health. We kill you first. Oh boy. The last one is dead. We're at Y level 2000 and still dropping. Oh, finally. Bedrock. The main problem is that I kind of summoned them twice, so there were two of them left. I think this should be the 8th one that I'm killing. In the meantime, I also upgraded my dislocator to awakened version, just in case we have to pick up something. My arrows are still falling down. So did we get anything? Nothing. Oh boy. Two of them are left. You die first, please. Thank you. My biggest problem is that where's the medallion? Because they don't seem to drop it. Okay. They're not supposed to drop it. He's supposed to drop it. Oh, he has 10,000 health. Awesome. This could last for a while. Did you die? Yes. Medal of Freedom. Not honor. So wait a minute, there should be one more of these guys. Somewhere. Well, I just wanted the one, I have the one. Let's go home. I'm full of warp. If what just happened is an indication, this is probably a horrible decision. I want my freedom. Oh, there is a quest for that. What did I just witness? Let's activate it. Oh, we get the potion. So a few things are going to happen. First off, zombies are going to drop the blade of the dreaded queen. I love this blade. Also, every single mob is going to drop a special armor, Damascus Steel, which has 25 to armor toughness and I can't even read the durability. And there are also a few callstones that we can make. So are the mobs any tougher? You have 150 health, but your armor has increased. And you have thorns. And I have warp. Not that many people are dropping it. I'm just saying. I didn't do this for the armor. There's actually something way more important that I want to craft. Well, I got the sword. Not the armor. Also, it does seem that everybody has thorns. So, this is fun. I know what you're thinking. In my super new fancy armor, I look amazing. Gaze into my eyes. No jokes. Secondly, there has been a miscalculation by one chunk. We have rifts next to the reactor. It's pretty safe, don't you worry. There are a lot of them, even a tiny one over there. I just wanted to let you know there is no need to panic. Also, the sword of the dreaded queen was something that I wanted since MC Eternal, and I got it. It doesn't look as amazing as you would think, but at least it does 29 attack damage, which is 4 more than the original sword, so can't really complain. And finally, the main reason that I have unlocked the hard mode is something super mundane. Inventory management in this mod pack is a headache, because whatever mob you kill, whatever you touch, you get 50 million items in your inventory. So what I want to craft is a player chest, but unfortunately the recipes are a bit difficult. You need something called digital matter transmission module, and in order to craft that you're going to need a few things which only drop in hard mode. Also, ignore my dress. It's very fancy. I know. Regarding the Damascus Steel, I'm not exactly sure what it means. Does it mean that it drops after you have entered chapter 5 or it drops also during chapter 4? But I have set filters so that we will keep them inside an ender chest just in case somebody drops it. Also, this flower is not pink enough. Yeah, that is more pink. Ignore my dress. It looks amazing. Another thing that I wanted to check, yeah, the flux here is 24,000, so it's nothing to worry about. Yeah. Totally fine. Talking about flowers, now that we have made the resource miners for different dimensions of Advent of Ascension, there is one more thing that we can do. These are purple power flowers. We can upgrade them. By how far, I'm not really sure, but we will see. So that is purple. This should be violet. This is blue matter. It does require a lot of patterns, but we're getting the garbage. And the next one is really not gonna happen. But even the blue matter gives us 1,000,000 EMC per second. In order to make 10 of them, the only thing that we're missing is the forge tool and the armor forge. Well, we are crafting 12 of them, and they're ready. If I'm not wrong, that should make a huge impact on our EMC generation. I don't have to keep the duping system anymore, because in the past, this number that you see over here was around 120,000 or something. Now it never drops below 1,000,000. Well, we do need to have 2 more flowers, because this is an even number. And talking about power flowers, and the fact that we needed rosite and limonite, let's move on to chickens now that we have awakened draconium. We don't really need to have mechanized coops anymore, if I'm not wrong. Yes. Lovely. It's just that we need more petrified bricks. Also, I just wanted to mention that making that recycling area with scrap boxes was just amazing. We get every single garbage that we need, even the weekend blocked shard. We have 2,700 of them almost. The mechanized coops were also something amazing and they were super fast. The problem with them is that they're too big. You can easily fit 50 roosts in the same space. Okay, we have half a stack of roosts, but we have another problem. The way that roosts work is that you have to put the chicken inside them, you can't just put the egg. And in order to be able to put the chickens inside them, it has to be a chicken from roost. For that, you need a catcher. The catcher requires the essence of the scornful oblivion, and that requires soulful wax. I don't really remember if I have ever made that bee or not, but I can't find it. So we have to breed a new one. The spirit bee is a combination of aware and ethereal. The ethereal one I have, the other one I don't, but you can find it in a hive which is surrounded by redstone blocks. Which is all of those? Or is that the ore? Well, let us check that one. There's nothing there, dude. Yes, that one. Let's change the scanner to the hive and then do this again. Yeah, way easier to find. Although all of that is assuming if the JEI is correct, which it is correct. So here is our aware queen, and I'm going to let it die, I guess. Oh, it's not pristine. We might have to get the species. And I forgot where I put it. Oh my goodness. On a very positive note, it does seem she's going to die fast. Again, nothing to worry about. At all. There are always ways to fix it. So there's no need to panic, as long as it's not expanding that way. So the bee is kind of a jerk and a bit stupid, and it's not very productive, so I thought maybe we should work on the actual eggs. If I remember things correctly, you can put 16 chickens inside a roost. So that means you have to craft 16 chickens, but I want to see if you can spawn them as well. Is that not the recipe? Ah. It was locked, sorry. You know, we can try it with an emerald chicken. Oh, you get random chickens. Do you get good random chickens or just garbage? Seems you just get the garbage. But on a very positive note, the bee might be garbage, but we have the gene. We just need to have our decent template, mix it like so, and try to find a pristine bee. Hello? Lord Precise? Don't burn. You too, Lord Tom. So let's remove the garbage bee and use the correct ones. We don't need them anymore. It has been a while later and I have compiled a list of chickens that I want, and then I changed them a bit. There is something called a Shire Comb, which I have already made the bees for it, and that's going to give us Emberstone, Ascended Jade, Ascended Amethyst, and Ascended Sapphire. So those chickens are not really necessary anymore. This armor gives you so many buffs, I can't see my bookmarks. Yeah, a bit better. Sorry, it's small. Netherite, I don't think it's going to be needed because we do have 1.2 million of them, and we do have a wood farm, which if we want, we can always spawn more. Rhenia had me a bit confused because I have 100 and almost 40,000 of it. Then I realized I'm actually getting it from bees. So for example, we do have a bee which gives us rupee ore, and when we process those ores, we always get a runium chunk. So that's not needed as well. So the chickens that we want are just these 6. Also, I had to change the bee. The previous one is garbage. And yeah, we're getting the wax. And I believe that's it. Essence of Scornful Oblivion. Actually, I already had a bee which is giving us blood gem and netherite. And now we have the rest of the garbage. They're not needed that much. I have taken care of the cheap chickens. There are a few of them that are expensive. So Fluctuatite requires the ingot, tokens, stone, and spores. And you have to craft it inside the plasmatic condenser. I guess that will be crafted one day? We are waiting for the fluid. There is an upgrade for this plasmatic controller. Increases production speed by 40 times. Oh, this is really endgame, so it's not gonna happen. We might need to make more of them, but I think one of our chickens is ready. Yep, the other one is going to be the one from the Baron, or the Baroness. There is another one for Bloodstone Gem. We put it in as well. And now I just need Charged Runium and Gemonite. Cool. I'll get them. Apart from the Fluctuatite and also probably the Grains of Infinity, we get the resources from our resource miners. So we're good. Don't you worry. Also, this one gives you all 3 of them. Ignore my dress, but I thought the roost mod is going to be amazing, and it's turning into a nightmare because you get 111 chickens and you have to upgrade them. Otherwise, that's the speed. It's a garbage speed. Thankfully, that's only the pure chicken, so it's not very important. Maybe it is important. Well, that one, if it makes an egg every 20 minutes, it's still fine. Because I just need it for warp ward, and I just remembered I need to take a bath. So the eggs I crafted are not that expensive. I can craft the second one, try to breed them, but it's just gonna take a tremendous amount of time, which has me worried. But yeah, I guess it is what it is. What can you do? This is a better chicken. Also, there is no cheaty way of upgrading them to 10-10-10 because I have been checking the uses and the only uses that they have is to get cooked chicken. That's really not what we want. So over the next few hundred episodes, we should have our chickens. There's no need to panic. And I do have to get extra chickens, which is not that fun. However, you should remember our main goal. Ignore my dress. Well, it's not our main goal, but it's our next goal. Mythic processors. These are multi-block machines, they're incredibly fast, they're amazing, and I want them. The problem is that we're over here, they're way over here. And yes, even though I mentioned that we're going to take everything very slowly, we still need to progress, but very slowly. Anyways, our next quest is to go to somewhere called Rhenia. And in order to make the artifact for Rhenia, we're missing a few things. We're missing these two objects from Astral Sorcery. They have to be made inside an iridescent altar, but thankfully we have a starlight altar which is automatic. It's going to be super slow, but we just have to give it the ingredients and it should craft everything. I think it should require around 1200 ticks. That's around 10 minutes for each one. So in 20 minutes we should have them. Jeweled Runium is fine, Vibranium is fine, Awakened Draconium is fine, Dragon Egg is fine, Druden Horn. That's not fine. We do need to perform a ritual from Bewitchment, and for that we need Spectral Dust. That one. Actually, it also requires Ectoplasm. Let's take some of that too. That's the wrong ritual. So the ritual is Spiritual Rift? Well, I guess it's this one. And it has to be carried out in a forest or a magical biome, and this is a magical forest. So we're good. Thankfully, we do have a bit of wormwood. We just have the 6. We just need 2 wormwood, 2 ectoplasm, obviously the spectral dust, and 1 ender pearl. And I need to redo the chalks. Oh, it's actually just 2 rows of purple. Fine by me. Let's try to make it work. Cannot be cast during the day. Again, fine by me. Everything is fine. Don't look. If you don't see the problem will go away. So do you work now? I guess we will get a druid. Let's try to capture it. Wait, who's gonna drop it then? You? I just wanted to mention nothing happened. Oh, you have to do this several times to get him. And yes, I was worried about wormwood, but apparently I had a farm patch for it. That's what we want. Okay, don't spawn them anymore. Whoop. All of them got angry. So if I'm not wrong, we have everything we need. We can make the artifact. And apparently our gizmos are ready. It's been more than 20 minutes. Not sure if we have all the essentials, but let's see. What can go wrong? Oops, we don't have that one. I'm actually full of warp, so nothing can go wrong. This time it seems to be fine. We were also out of alienis. Are we done? Lovely. No idea why, but we just dupe it. Do they have any other uses? No. With a teeny tiny bit of Sedna spinels, we have the Rhenia Warper. So I do need to have a spacesuit, right? I guess let's go to Rhenia. Oh, this is a horrifying planet. Marble hives we can find in the overworld. We already have them anyways. But this is an aspectus fruit. I need some of them for a super enchantment, that's it. There is a bee, farmer. Don't know what it does. Gives you wheat. More aspectus fruit. It probably also does something else. I just don't know. Another aspectus fruit? Protect the head. Yes, I know. It's actually for the super enchantment on the Dredium Samurai helmet. You need something called the Mark of the Samurai. And then there is a puzzle. Craft a Dreading Samurai helmet with the following aspectus fruit. And they're just giving it to us. I wanted to do farming in the Betweenlands. Inert spatial phaser. Oh, that's something that we need. It's a very good thing that I came here. However, this is not the main reason that we are here. The main reason that we are here is that there is something called Rhenia ore. I don't really think you can find it on the surface. Cause the thing is, yes, in the world generation it does tell you that you can find rhenium at whatever Y level, but the rhenium ore has to be excavated. I have found every single aspectus fruit that we wanted, but I also found this, superconducting sednanite. Good thing to know that we can dupe it. Oh, it gives you weird charts. Okay. We don't care. So many things are found here. I have no idea why. Ominous woods. Don't really know why, but there is a Swiss queen. Still, I haven't found the ore, is the problem. The problem is that I was not really in the mood of having an excavator, but maybe I should. Samurai helmet. Okay, I already made that. Weaponsmith. Is there a sign? Is there something? Probably not. I'm at least trying to get some samples. Maybe we will find a vein. So far, the only thing that I have found is just oil. Yeah, you have no idea how long it has been, but that is rhenium vein. Just look at all those samples and chunks. I had to go through every single chunk in order to find it, and it's been ages. So, the gist of it is we need to have an excavator and, well, I'm on the planet. We're not really going to have a problem with oxygen because I also have my Crimson Praetor chestplate and that has an airtight seal. And I can also fly here, I don't need a jetpack. I'm not exactly sure if the excavator is the only method of doing this, but the quest book tells me that. What can I do? We have to craft an excavator here. Actually, first I should know how to make an excavator. I even have water buckets on auto crafting, so we're good. It's gonna be slow, but good. Not quite sure, but it should look something like this. Maybe? Well, there's only one way to find out. Oh. I was correct. So obviously our friend over here does require power, and I don't really remember how to power it. Oh, over there. Does require some sort of a chest. So there you go. Are we getting something? Yes, that is rhenium. And also the holographic ore. Don't really know what it does. Actually, I do know what it does. If you put it inside a crusher, you're going to get projector gems, which will help us make basic fusion crafting injectors, nocturnal powder, illumination powder, and the next warper. And also something called a wildwood block. Thankfully, that is way in the future, because I think after getting the mythic machine, I can make my mythic processors. Yeah, probably. And also, if I'm not wrong, yeah, rhenium has a chicken. We need 48 ingots. For 2 eggs. This one on the other hand does not have a chicken. Considering the fact that there are no chickens for the holographic ore, I guess we just leave it here, chunk load it, and also bind the dislocator. We can go home. It's chunk loaded, right? Yep. Let's go. I'm back in the overworld and remember, everything is fine. There's no need to panic. And what we need to do at this very moment is to upgrade our fusion crafting injectors to draconic. Because there's another dimension called Myrmex. Don't really know what's going to happen there, but there's a chaotic knife blade. But that should be our Myrmex artifact. Come on, thank you. That is another quest, obviously. And again, I don't really know why, but we dupe it. And obviously here is the warper. It's actually ready, let's take it out. As for the Eden Star, there you go. We're at chapter 5. And remember, everything is fine. Totally fine. Thank you for the Eden Star. What does it do? Candyland artifact. Oh my goodness. Do you have any idea how many machines we need just to make this? But with that, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's also a good time to wrap up the episode. Next episode, we will go to the new planet. Thank you so much for watching and I hope you enjoyed it. Till the next one. Bye bye.